Hello class, this is Professor Simons, and I want to spend a few minutes in this video going over your job description for Social Work 3363 here for the semester. The job description, also known as your syllabus, is going to be the document that's really important to understand, to review. The majority of questions I receive students about due dates, about how can I turn in assignments late, about how to contact me. All of that information can be found in this document. In addition to this document, you are going to be, part of your grade is going to be going and answering a question in SurveyMonkey saying that you have read through and you understand it. In addition, there is going to be a orientation quiz about the syllabus. This is a very important document, and it's going to be the contract that we're working forward and going through. You going to the SurveyMonkey to check to say, yes, you've read and understand it, is you accepting the job, that we are entering into the contract here. So there's a few things that I do want to highlight here in this first page as we're going forward. The first thing is this is an online course only. We're going to be working online the entire semester. Really exciting, but also I want to challenge you to think of this course as a class that you are going to need to dedicate time for. Time management, it can be a very difficult thing when you have the freedom of when do I look at the information, when do I turn in my assignments, when do I do the work. And it can be flexible, which has some great advantages, but at the same time, it can also be really difficult to make sure that you do spend time doing that. Again, my name is Richard Simons. I am a Master's of Social Work, and I'm an adjunct professor of social work. What's really great about being an adjunct professor of social work is I do have a lot of experience in the field around these issues here, and I'm excited and happy to share some of that expertise with you. Being an adjunct professor, email and working with me through Blackboard is going to be the best way to get a hold of me. I am available for office hours either by appointment, and we can do that either through Zoom, through another online platform, by phone, or if there is a chance for us to meet in person, we can definitely do that as well. This course here is part of the social work program, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at globalization and the effect of the world's population. So what that means is we're gonna look at all the things that are happening over the world and what does that mean. Critical thinking is going to be at core of what we do. In a lot of classes that you've taken so far at the university, you've been provided some information, you've taken that information, kind of formed it together, but then provided that information back to your professors, either in form of a project, a paper, on multiple choice tests, some essays, things along that. This course here is going to challenge you in a little bit of a different way. Instead of it being a back and forth, this class is really going to say, we have these 9 concepts. We have these 4 important things that connect, but it's hard to see. And so we're going to really critically think, and we're going to challenge how that looks like moving forward to say how we are going to connect a lot of ideas. In addition to it being a social work course, this is open to non-majors and is a writing intensive course. When we're looking at the assignments that we have moving forward, being a writing intensive course, I'm going to scroll down for you. There are going to be 4 synthesis papers that we're going to be working with. Scroll up real quick here for you for the practice behaviors. And so this is at the end of the semester what we're really going to want to get at. To begin with, again, we're really going to look at how do we critically analyze and promote policies around human rights, social, economic, and environmental justice. We're going to assess how social welfare and economic policies impact the delivery and access to social services. We're going to also apply these understandings of social, economic, environmental justice to advocate for human rights at the social work level. And so that's really exciting, and also individuals and systems. And finally, we're going to engage in practices that advance social, economic, and environmental justice. And we're going to do these through our write-in assignments. This is a 3-hour course. Something else that's really exciting about this class, not just being online, is all of our reading and course materials are going to be located on the Blackboard site. There's no additional books, no additional information that you need to go out and seek. Everything's going to be on the site for you. If you really find that you enjoy one of the topics that we cover throughout the semester, we're more than happy to provide additional information and additional resources to you about those there. In addition to being an online course, I do want to highlight online course expectations. So if this is your first time going through an online class, I want to let you know the help and support that we have at University of Houston Downtown is fantastic. I can help, and also the university can help with Blackboard, with a lot of the other things, how to use Zoom, how to use the programs that are accessible to you, and they're fantastic. So I want to let you know that this is very much a self-directed course, and again, please set some time management structure up around this class. A lot of fantastic information, and it's a lot of fun, but I find that the students who are challenged the most when it comes to this class are the ones that say, oh no, I need to get these things done, and I have the next 90 minutes to complete a whole week's assignment or to get a paper done. And that is very reflective in the work that is turned in. Let's move forward. To scroll down a little bit more, being a social work class, we do have professional expectations for social work majors. Students are required to maintain professional conduct and demeanor with all their interactions that they have in the class, adhere to the Social Work Professional Code of Ethics, the UHD policies that are in the handbook for the undergraduate and graduate catalog, and then also as we're interacting with our students and our faculty, it's really important to do that. Again, as part of being a university and then also as social workers, confidentiality is very, very important. That is what we believe in, and that's what we're looking. And so please pay attention to the confidentiality page that's here as we're moving forward. To scroll down a little bit, a few other topics I want to touch really briefly on are going to be boundaries and academic honesty. Boundaries are important. So as we're looking for this and we're working through issues, disclosing personal information can be a developmental tool for professional social workers, and that can be beneficial. But professional and social work education is not a substitute for counseling. So if you have issues and if you have things that are going on, life happens to all of us. There are some references there and some resources for you to go to. Also, academic honesty is important, so I want to make sure that we are fully understanding what academic honesty is and what plagiarism means. All of our papers are going to be submitted through the Turnitin platform, and you'll be able to see, have I plagiarized unintentionally? That means, did I not reference things correctly? Did I not give credit where credit was due? Well, did I really have something that I may have created, but so did everybody else because I'm directly citing something and changing a word or two? These are all part of academic honesty. If you are plagiarizing and cheating, I will bring this to your attention very, very quickly, and this is a very serious thing. The American with Disabilities Act for the University of Houston Downtown, we do comply. If you do have a disability, if you're looking for some accommodations, I've never had an issue with this where we're not able to accommodate a student. I want you to be successful. Being an adjunct professor means that I want you to be able to do a great job and to learn a lot, because you're going to be my colleague when you graduate. And it's going to be important for me when I send my clients to you, when we're working together in collaborations, that you are effective. So please, if there are some accommodations that we can help with, please let us know. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. There is a classroom diversity policy. Please pay attention to that. Look at what we're doing, and we're inclusive to all people. What's most important when we look at social workers is we're advocating for everybody. People are different. Some people like chocolate ice cream. Some people like vanilla ice cream. Some people don't like ice cream. That one I don't understand as much, but we still respect everyone along those ways, who they are. In addition, every once in a while there will be some sensitive subjects that are taught in social workers, and this is a standard thing that I want to talk about and let you know for all of our social work policies. In our course here, we may get into some things that hit home a little bit, and so because of that, if some of the materials hit home a little bit and some of the discussion you may find offensive or maybe not just exactly what you're thinking, we can definitely have some communication about that, but we want to let you know that these may occur because we're talking about real life and real things that happen. Now to get to the classroom participation policy, some online etiquette work, and your assignments here for this semester. I want to look at the participation policy. Even though that it is an online course, I'm still expecting you to engage every single week. I have found that students that engage on a weekly basis and go through the material produce much better work, and you can really tell at the end of the semester and really tell when they submit their work who has been going through the course, digesting, and see again as a critical thinking, put the policies together and the concepts together, and who has gone 3 days before the papers due and try to cram everything in and put a bunch of quotes together and turn in a paper. It is very, very evident that. Online etiquette. This is a great thing for you to read. I'm not going to go through online etiquette, but what's most important again is please know that what you put online is online. So I'm going to be providing criticism to you. My goal again is to make you better at what you do. My goal is to provide information. And if you want to challenge me and say, I think this or I think that, I'm very okay having an honest, open discussion about things going forward. So I want to let you know that we are going to be looking at that. In addition to it, the social work ethics is going to be important too. A few things when you're writing your discussion post, writing in all caps, writing style is important. And there's a few other things that please go through and look at. So all of the good stuff that I know that is really, really important to you is how am I going to be graded and when do I need to turn in things for this course? Well, there are going to be 4 writing assignments and there's going to be a class participation grade. There's going to be 3 synthesis papers right here that are going to be worth 20% of your grade apiece. There's going to be a final integrated paper at the end of the semester, or 25%, and your class participation is 15%, and we'll look at what that entails here as we scroll down just a little bit more in the semester. Each synthesis paper is going to be your critical thinking about the different concepts and material that we talk about and how they tie together and how they relate. I want to let you know that APA style and citations is very important, and all papers are due no later than 11:59 on the due date. Any paper after that will be deemed late. And I say this because I have a conversation like this with students every single semester. 12:02 a.m. is after 11:59. I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm not trying to be tough. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to set a fair expectation that we all need to live in. As a social worker, we have time delay and what we do is important. And if we are late and not able to get things done, that happens. And I understand life's going to happen to all of us. This is another reason why waiting until the afternoon of the paper is due to start and get it all done might be difficult. The internet might go down. You may have difficulty with your computer. You may have a life event that needs to get out. Work may call you in. So please look at those as you move forward too. In addition to the synthesis paper, you'll have a concept map. There are 2 resources here on that, and then I will be posting another video for you all about concept mapping and what I like to see and what I found to be effective. The due dates of the synthesis papers are there. I highly advocate for you to take this information and put it on a calendar so that you can see those classes as you're going. And then finally, the comprehensive take-home integrated paper will be due on Thursday, May 5th. And again, these are due by 11:59 of that day. For the class participation part of it, it's going to be a few components. There's going to be an introduction that I'm going to have everybody do. We get to know each other just a little bit. And then we're going to randomly assign the students to lead a discussion for 1 week. There are 10 discussion groups of 2 class members. And so as we go through, we'll post some of these things up, but you'll see what it looks like. So as we're going through and posting these, if this is your week to do for the class participation, it's going to be important for you to really get in the material and post a question that can enhance the conversation that we have moving forward. And again, there'll be some more additional information about that in another video too. I'm going to scroll through some of the practice behaviors, and I do want to highlight that late assignments and missed assignments will be 11-point policy. There will be no extra makeup work or extra credit provided for this class. The last thing I want to do is go through, and the tentative course schedule is here with all of the readings for you as we go forward. I'm looking forward to a great semester, And if you need anything, let me know.